who is ready?
Oh my God.
And Piglet says, it's time for a little something.
Wow. I needed
Yeah.
that.
Well, Amanda, we are into our client's world.
Ooh, yes.
That's our module. Module number 2 is know who you serve. How important is this? A little bit important, or like, oh my gosh, tremendously important?
This is game changer important. This is totally different world, literally and figuratively important. Night and day, life and death of your business. This is it. This is the big turning point where if you can get this skill down that we're doing right now, it's everything to your business and more importantly, everything to your clients. Current clients and future clients.
Yeah. Should we be focusing on ourselves when we're talking or focusing on the other person's needs when we're talking?
Oh my gosh. It is a mistake that so many business owners make. They are so excited about what they have to give, their modality, their techniques, their, what they've learned in their school, whatever taught them how to do what they do. And it's so easy to talk about yourself all day long. And really, clients are going to thank you so much when you just get in their world.
Yeah.
So that is the big mindset shift here is, know yourself. That's why we did module 1. You are included in this. You're important. But for goodness sakes, as you go into business and service, know that there is a whole other world going on over there for them. They have a whole thing, pains, history, other things they've tried, lots of stuff going on in their world. You're not their first rodeo is really important.
Awesome. I totally agree. Absolutely. This holds true for my business and I think everyone's business. And when I moved away from talking about what I did, my modality, into their pain and their wants and setting a future vision for them, game changer. Absolutely.
Yeah. And even talking about them, who they are, is so huge. So, when I started, my target market was business owners who were just starting. They were in their first 10 to 20 clients. They were in their first 100 people on their email list. Just me saying that, I didn't even promise any results. I mean, I just literally described who they were.
Yeah.
Total game changer. Let's call out the old here. What are the old mindsets that people can get stuck in?
Some of the old mindsets. Let me take a look at my notes. Yeah.
I got a good one. My service is for everyone with skin.
Oh, everyone that breathes.
Everyone that breathes.
Do you drink water?
Yeah. Do you
I have
spend money?
I serve everyone. My clients are humans.
Yeah.
Definitely be a non-niched, super obviously generic target audience. No one is going to feel connected with that type of message because you're literally not speaking to anyone. No one feels special when you're speaking to everyone.
It feels like a cattle call, and it feels like more like you don't know who you work best with yet. I mean, to an advanced person or somebody who's been looking into practitioners in your field for a long time, it's going to feel like you're a beginner.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is such an excellent point that you're not just selling to people that have never heard of that modality before or never heard of chiropractic before or coaching before. You're going to be there for people that are ready for the next phase in their life. Or maybe they want specific coaching on a specific health issue they're having now or a particular business issue they're having right now. And just like you said, for an experienced business person saying, yeah, are you someone that's on the internet? I can serve you. I put it back to the other view so they can see. You're like, oh my God, that's so terrible. Like, yeah, exactly. Like,
no, that's
please.
not what I want. I want an expert. I want someone who's great at one or two things.
Another old mindset is, who's going to want this? And this is more of a projected feeling when you say what you do is, hi, is anyone going to want this? Like, if you don't want it, that's okay. Maybe it's not the right time for you. Those are things that are being projected with the energy of, I don't know if anyone's really going to want this. And it's obviously a self-confidence thing. Yeah, please.
Yeah, I've seen that with a couple clients who actually did take the time to get specific. He does facial acupuncture. So that's pretty specific, not just acupuncture, but facial acupuncture. Loves working with women, right?
Needles in my face, is that where?
Needles in the face.
That's pretty specific.
Pretty specific people are going to want that, So if he could get into like, well, who's going to ever want this? This is really, a specific thing I want to do. Another client, he started getting into this mindset with like, well, my stuff is really advanced. So how, it's going to be really hard to find people that are so far along that they want my stuff. It's too advanced for people.
That's interesting. So he decided to have the mindset of niching to advanced people, and yet he wasn't confident in his audience being that correct demographic for some reason.
Yeah.
Right? So if you want to pick advanced, fine, but put yourself in that demographic, in that audience.
Yeah.
If not, deliver your niche in a different way.
Yeah.
So it lands.
Well, let's think like those people. Are they going to want somebody who's trepidatious and like, oh gosh, I don't know, and insecure and...
Ooh, 10 points for trepidatious. Very nice.
Oh, trepidatious. But if they're really advanced, they want somebody who's going to call that out. Well, yeah. I work with people who have read this book or that book.
That was so cool what you just said. That like kind of sparked something for me of, have you read Think and Grow Rich and How to Win? Oh my God, what's the book name?
How to Win Friends?
Yeah, How to Win Friends and Influence People. We'll edit that one out. That's going to be the magic of editing. Jeff forgets Dale Carnegie's book title. It's only been out for 75 years, Jeff.
I won't tell Dale, Jeff.
Thanks. I'll save face. So where were we? Yes.
So book title. So if if that's what you're really concerned about, that someone's not going to get you because they haven't read this or that book, or they haven't made 100K, or they haven't whatever, like you're allowed to just call that out.
Yeah. If that's your target audience, go ahead and be proud of that and speak it out loud. Yeah.
At least to yourself. I mean, you might not put it in every single marketing message that you have to do this, 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 and this, but at least get clear with yourself that the word advanced is really general. If you can write out what that means to you, that's going to help a ton.
Yeah. Another old mindset is, people just don't seem to understand how valuable this is. I'm putting myself out there and they're just too dense, apparently. They don't see the value in this for some reason. What's wrong with them? Like, why aren't they understanding my message? Why aren't they coming to me? That's the old mindset.
Right.
Which is certainly not taking responsibility for themselves, which is one of our values.
Yeah, and it's falling a little bit into the trap of your own world here. People should understand you. Versus, I think the new mindset we're talking about is it's your job to reach out to them. You don't live in the same problem land that they live in. You live in solution land. Everything's different now. So you got to pack your bags and go, back over to problem land, speak their language to them in their world. It's just recognizing it's separate. It really is two different worlds and two different languages.
Yeah, and what I hear is it's our responsibility to magnetize them to us. It's our responsibility to have them understand.
Yeah.
It's not what's wrong with them. It's, hey, maybe I'm not presenting this in a way that's attracting them, or I'm not in front of the right demographic when I go do my networking or my live YouTube videos or my Facebook Live videos. Maybe my media isn't hitting the right audience. And that's my responsibility. That's not the audience's fault.
Yeah, and what new can I understand about them? It's always that mirror, right? So if you're going, why don't people understand me? There might be the mirror of like, what do I not quite understand yet about them? that if I just got this one thing and started saying it, it opens doors.
That's really very insightful. Absolutely. Whenever we have a criticism of others, most of the time it's a self-criticism that's being projected onto the other person, or the nebulous audience of why don't they get it? Mm-hmm. It's an easy way to project responsibility, to deflect. Mm-hmm. And there are times when my message isn't translating as well as I would like. And it's certainly an introspective process to understand, okay, their world's different. Like you said, every client's different. Their world is different. Maybe they had a rough day or a rough week or a rough year. So I need to meet them where they are at and draw them in and co-create what I'm trying to do with them, so they feel a part of the process and met and held and emotionally understood.
Amen to that. That is just the perfect phrase. Meet them where they're at. Oh, I also like this one. I'm serving those who are looking for my modality. I have a good example of this. My friend was doing cupping therapy. It wasn't well known, right? Until the Olympics happened a year ago, and it got all this buzz, cupping therapy. And for a while there, she was able to advertise just her modality and get some hits on Facebook and things like that. But after the buzz faded, and by the way, before the buzz existed, nobody was really looking for cupping therapy. Very, very small percentage. So the new mindset is, what problem does cupping therapy solve?
Absolutely.
So one of the biggest ones for her that she had solved for herself was plantar fasciitis. So when she started advertising, I have a method to heal plantar fasciitis, then people were all about it, because that's really the pain that they have. Going even further, she started saying heel pain.
Yeah, exactly.
Another wave, Yeah. Yes, and she took it to even the next level at one of the meetings we were at. She said plantar fasciitis, she said it's heel pain or foot pain, and then she got up and she started limping around on her bad foot and said, this is what it looks like. And she would make the face of it and everything. And then like 3 of us in the room were like, oh, I recognize that. Oh, wow, you have something that can work with that. And it just made it even more visceral to us. It was perfect. She got us.
Yeah, exactly. She translated that she totally understood the problem. And in that, in communicating that she very much understood the problem, it's assumed that she knows the solution. It's assumed that she's going to be great with the solution.
Oh my gosh, that is such a huge point. Just by describing the problem well, it's assumed you know the solution. That's brilliant. And that's because most people don't take the time to do this.
Right.
Experts over years gain this knowledge, but you can shortcut that.
Yeah.
Really diving deeper into your clients' worlds. It takes most people 10 and 20 years to do this, sadly, but you can do it now.
It's the shortcut. Brought to you by CBC, the shortcut. I have another one.
Okay, great. What is that?
Another of my favorite, this is my modality, is I'm a real estate agent. Do you know anyone that wants to buy a house or is selling a house? I've heard that so many times. I don't understand how that person thinks that they're going to differentiate themselves. Or to your point, they haven't done this work. They haven't done the work that we're doing right now to even realize that that's a problem.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but I sell houses to everybody. And if you're selling a house, that doesn't mean you're like every other thousands of real estate agents that I've seen and are on the internet and everything else, right? So
yes. Oh yeah, all the time. And I think the magic word here is specialize. Because you're not trying to limit yourself to, just these people. You're trying to tell these people that you really get them. So I specialize in these people.
Yeah, funny how that works. When you speak directly to a particular audience and they feel seen and understood, how much it draws them to you, how it magnetizes them to you.
I love how you said that.